Good evening and welcome to Tntv News. I am Atat Charles. Residents of New Road off Ada George have appealed to the River State government to rehabilitate their road. They made this known when Tntv News went for a situational road report. Here's some excerpts. This is what road commuters go through every day.
Are you ready?
New Road, which links residents to Ada George, Mboba, Eleparanwo, has been in a dilapidated form. At the time of filing this report, a car was seen broken down at the road. Residents shared their experience.
3 months or 6 months it got spoiled, especially in rainy season periods. No good drainage. Look at the gutters, no good drainage. So water stuck there. So before you know it, it got spoiled.
We do spend not less than 10,000 naira to repair our keke. How much are we driving a day?
Though the road had been taken on by Niger Delta Development Commission.
Some time ago, NDDC did a very shoddy road. I think that was last year. And within a few months, the whole road failed again. So the landlords came back and then, started working on the road. You can see how bad the road is now.
Is NDDC working? If I may ask, NDDC is not working. They said the Buhari want to restructure NDDC. Up to now, we have not seen anything. The NDDC chairman is living in my street. But we have not seen anything. Nothing is working.
What they did is a rubbish work. They didn't do a good work. The gutter is supposed to be dig. The gutter is not digged. All the gutter from this beginning of this junction to the last, the water is not moving. The gutter is they would have done the gutter first. When they don't do the gutter very well, then they do the road. And this particular place now is very down. It's very slope. Other place is high. This place is slope. Once rain fall, every year be flood. That place will be.
Road users say the project was not done properly and they had to intervene. However, some business operators who spoke to newsmen on camera said that their business had suffered the impact due to road blockage.
Is now, but nothing comes out because of the road. Nothing comes out. I did business for 6 months. After 6 months in a year, 6 months in a year. How will I do? How will turn out be?
The landlords are so concerned and they are the ones that have been working on the road. So if almost on quarterly basis, they raise money, work on the road themselves. I urge the government to really come to our help, especially the present governor, Jason Wike. He has been doing so well, we know that. And then as Mr. Project, he should remember us. There are people here that need, his help also. He should please come to our rescue.
What this road needs is not really, renovating it or walking it all over and over. All we need is drainage. Because you can see the water, when rain falls, the water gets stuck on the road. You can see the drainage. The last place you're seeing there is a drainage. See, it's filled up. There's nowhere water can, no channel. All we need is, like, going down there, you have the gutters, the drainage is deeper. So it can flow down, but this area is kind of stocked. It's kind of stocked. Like you can see now what she's saying. If you come here when it's raining, you see all this whole place, water can get to your knee here, just because of the drainage.
Now, as Nigeria celebrates its 57th anniversary, elder statesman has urged the federal government to restructure the nation as a means of economic development. Here's what he had to say.
If you want to make Nigeria good, we are talking of restructure. It is not only restructure of finance, no. Structure must be rebuilt. You cannot have a country where you spend 70–80% of your income on payment of salaries. How much will you put in infrastructural development? Nothing. Look, the law of this nature, of this world is very clear. 70–30. There is a law in economics, they call it 80–20 rule. You can spend 20% of your income on salaries. Spend the remaining 80% on infrastructure. Then Nigeria will move. States has to be collapsed. States that cannot produce enough money to pay for their salaries will have to be collapsed. So instead of collapsing state, we'll do it simultaneously, collapse all the states in the regions.
You can watch us live on Facebook at www.facebook.com with the Neighborhood newspaper or the Neighborhood TV. You can also follow our stories on YouTube at the Neighborhood TV. But we're going on a short break, and when we come back, the news continues.
Nigerians, our fearless officers and men of the Nigerian military are winning the war against Boko Haram. Today, all occupied territories have been recovered and Boko Haram has been degraded. Our affected brothers and sisters are getting their lives back. However, they are now after you and me. In our mosques, churches, schools, motor parks, markets, entertainment centers, and public gatherings. Be vigilant. Be security conscious. Report suspicious persons, objects, and movements to the police and other security agencies. The security of our nation is a duty for you and me. Nigeria, unite against terrorism.
This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Tntv News. I am Atat Charles. The Federal High Court in Lagos has rejected an application by former Minister of Aviation Femi Fani-Kayode for the transfer of his corruption case to Abuja. The former minister is being tried for alleged fraud involving 4.9 billion naira. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Police Ondo State Command has arrested a declared wanted Boko Haram terrorist group member known as Idris Ibrahim Babawo, aged 42. He is believed to be on serial number 165 on the wanted Boko Haram terrorist list, and he was handed over to the 32 Brigade 2 Division Nigerian Army. And on business, the Central Bank of Nigeria has retained the monetary policy rate MPR at 14%. This is for the third quarter of 2017. And that concludes our news at 4. Enjoy the rest of your day. I am Atat Charles.